What's up, guys? My name is JodyCook5 and welcome back to another episode of the Creator Club Career Mode. But before we get into things, it'd be much appreciated if you're able to hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. And in terms of all my socials, they're all linked down below so you can check everything up to date with my channel. We start off with a simulation game at home to Newcastle United, and as it seems, we'll be able to start off with a good result, 2-0 in the end. And as you can see, that's exactly what we wanted as we gain all 3 points in our first game of the episode. The second game won't be as easy though, that is for sure, and it comes to Liverpool then in the Emirates FA Cup. Obviously, after proceeding through the FA Cup rounds against Stockport County in extra time, we now find ourselves with a tough fixture at home against Liverpool. This is the lineup then: Vadazev in goal, and Deacon Scher's partner Alvarez on the right, Medina on the left, Medri and De Jong in the middle with Sudakov just in front, Alexis Vega on the left hand side, Nico Gonzalez on the right hand side, and Luka Jovic up top. I would normally rotate it being a cup fixture, but obviously with the severity of the actual fixture itself, I thought it was only best to be able to play the strongest side we possibly could. We get things kicked off in this game with high hopes, knowing that Liverpool are going to bring us a very high level of competition, and we start off as we mean to go on then as Jovic plays in Alexis Vega on the left hand side. He takes it down really well, gets the ball in, Nick Gonzalez gets the header to it, but unfortunately just can't really get enough to be able to get any direction. But he definitely made a quick start to this half, that has to be said. But Liverpool now gone the attack now, as you can see. Not really had many possession in his 10 minutes, but now they're starting to get going. Now the engine is turning, as you can see, and Doggy on the left hand side looking to try and see if he can create something here as he whips a decent ball into the area then. And look at that for Cody Gakpo, a lovely bit of control, finds himself in a decent position to be able to whip it, and he does exactly that. The number 18 for Liverpool has got the goal, and the man from the Netherlands will be very, very happy with that one, that's for sure. Really good delivery from Ndoggy though, he picked him out really well. Decent effort on the left hand side. Alvarez was beaten for pace, and as you can see, he was unmarked at the same time, Cody Gakpo, and it was for an easy finish in the end. Don't get me wrong, he did really, really well to touch it down at the same time. As you can see, Bakayoko was there for the taking also, but Ndika tried to get in front of it, but this wasn't enough, and it is now 1-0 to the mighty Reds then as we continue on 11th minute into the game. Not the best of starts of what we were hoped for. We did have an early on chance, but as you can see, we didn't really make the most of it. But now we go on the attack. 12th minute into the game, Luka Jovic gets played in here. He's in on goal, and look at that for a response. Luka Jovic gets the goal to make it 1-1 then, and only a couple of seconds later, and we have found ourselves level in this tie. This game screams goals, just like the previous fixtures. And if you're not aware of the previous fixtures, you might have to go back onto the playlist and see everything about this series. If you actually want to check out every single episode to do with this career mode, you can find that link down below in the playlist from literally episode 1 to episode 67, where we are currently 15 minutes into the game. Both sides have scored goals, so they're looking very strong, and they're looking for another here. Liverpool's, and Doggy's on the ball on the left hand side. He can't run down like he previously did then, and he looks to play in the middle then. He does really well. Cody Gakpo on the ball as he finds a teammate there really, really well, as Pedro looks to go make a run on the left hand side. Decent delivery there, but oh, it's so hard to be able to get that off. Bakayoko finally gets the ball then, but unfortunately just can't really get a finish then, as you can see. But the ball still falls on his feet. Bakayoko looking to try and see if he can create something. It's a lovely delivery, but once again Alvarez clears under immense pressure here from Liverpool, as it seems to be all out attack for Liverpool. But as you can see, Cody Gakpo makes a mistake in the middle of the park. Sudakov picks it up as he finds Luka Jovic, as Sudakov makes a 1-2 then, as you can see. Sudakov offering support as Nico Gonzalez gets played in by Jovic, and he just cuts in. He finds Sudakov with the shot. Alisson to it though, big hands to that one as he makes a decent save then, as the Liverpool defence looks to try and see if they can clear their lines, and they do exactly that, and it's chance after chance for either side there. But Hannibal Medri makes a lovely interception there as he finds Kevin Alvarez. Sudakov on the ball now in the middle of the park as he finds Frankie de Jong then, as he looks to try and see if he can create something for his side. Decent run in then, he finds the gap so well, but he gets taken out last minute then, just sways to the left hand side, just allowing the Liverpool defender to just get a knee out, and he does really, really well. But as you can see, Liverpool go on the counter attack now as Bakayoko on the ball, number 9 for Liverpool, gets absolutely bodied by Scherz, but unfortunately Scherz can't clear it then, as you can see. Gakpo puts Bakayoko in, and what a challenge that is from Ivan Ndika. The captain has made a huge tackle in this first half, and that definitely has prevented a goal, that is for sure. As we continue on from that play, and Luka Jovic finds himself in ample space to get a goal, but Alisson once again with the save. It wasn't really any direction to be able to make any sort of trouble for the keeper, as we get a corner kick after that shot then. As you can see, they clear the lines as Tomori heads the ball out. He finds Cody Gakpo on the left hand side, he holds it up really nicely as he finds Pedro. Kevin Alvarez just trying to pull back a minute there, as you can see, just covered the space, but as you can see then, he pushes 2 forward to then enable that sort of gap. Cody Gakpo now charging forward now as Pershers can't match him for pace. Cody Gakpo having a great game so far. Can he add for a second? But he just passes it back to Pedri. Pedro onto Phillips. Phillips with a chance here. It rebounds. As you can see, Alvarez doesn't clear. Onto Pedro again. The ball is flying everywhere. Bakayoko now for Liverpool. And Medina with an absolute top tackle. The defenders, and much we've conceded, they're definitely on their A game. That has to be said as we go into the second half now. Both sides have had chances. Both sides have had goals. Liverpool looking that little bit sharper, I should say, to be honest. Looking very good, and as you can see, they're on the attack once again. Cody Gakpo looking for a chance here as he plays it onto the left hand side. Lafila tries to do something there as Ndika does commit a foul, and that will be a free kick then just on the edge of the area as they look to try and see if they can play it out, but I think they're actually going to play it short then, and they do exactly that. Gakpo onto Phillips, and as he plays it back to Gakpo, Nico Gonzalez with a foul, and unfortunately it's right in front of the referee's eyes, and it will be a spot kick to Liverpool FC then. Not exactly the most ideal situation to be in the start of the second half. Definitely a penalty. Gonzalez, he sticks out foot, there's no denying it whatsoever, and Gakpo has a chance to make it 2-1 and 2 for himself, sends the keeper the wrong way, nails it into the bottom right left hand corner, and we find ourselves trailing once again in this tie. He does really well to send the keeper the wrong way, just aligns his body to be able to get enough power and enough precision on it, and it is now 2-1, but Alexis Vega wants to put a stop to that. As you can see, straight after the restart he runs into the box, but what a save that is from Alisson once again, troubling the keeper but not enough to be able to make it past him, as you can see, but we still have the possession here. Vega onto Jovic, Jovic onto Hannibal Medri, chance for Medri, and Alisson makes a very big save. He's on his toes today, that is for sure, as we continue on. 62 minutes being played then, we've reached the half an hour mark in this game, still yet to find that equaliser as Liverpool look to go on the charge. So there's Lafiz on the ball on the left hand side, looking dangerous here as you can see, but Pershers makes a lovely interception and he does really well to carry the ball out of the play. Sudakov picks it up then as he uses his pace then. The Ukrainian is charging forward now and he sees himself in a dangerous position here. What a chance this could be for Sudakov in front of goal to beat Alisson, and he does exactly that. He pokes it past Alisson to make it 2-2 then with 25 minutes left to play in this fixture then, and he's going to pick that ball straight back up because he knows there's not much time to waste, that has to be said. Decent interception from Pershers, and he just plays in Sudakov really well on that right hand side. Sorry, don't think the defence were really ready for that sort of counter attack then, as they look really dangerous in numbers, but unfortunately it's kind of come to bite them back, and it is now a goal then. 2-2 as we make some substitutions. Then Hannibal Medri comes off the pitch, so does Sudakov. Even after that goal, we just need to change things up in that cam roll. A fifth comes on, and so does Francisco Lopez as we go into extra time then. That was it for the second half, and as you can see, we're into the second half of extra time. The first half was very dull, that has to be said. Not much created. Could we see penalties? I'm not too sure, but Kevin Alvarez makes a charge on the right hand side, looking to try and create something here as he plays in De Jong. De Jong into Vega. Vega's got a chance here as he plays it onto his teammate really well. Jones in the middle of the park then as he looks to try and see if he can create something then, as Alvarez on the right hand side. Really hard to get past this Liverpool defence. Looks to see part 10 men behind the ball. A fifth on the ball now as he looks to try and see if he can create something into Vega, onto Barry, and it is a goal. It rebounds onto Louis Barry's feet. He can only put it into an empty net, and we lead for the first time in this fixture, and it's taken all that time into the second half of extra time, but we have finally done it, and as you can see, the fans are jubilant, the players are jubilant, and I am very happy, that has to be said. Louis Barry coming on as a substitute seems to be able to get the goal that we really needed to be able to push on through to the next round of the FA Cup. Alisson really unlucky with his effort there as he come off his line really quickly. Does well to stop the initial effort from Alexis Vega, but no one picks up Louis Barry whatsoever, and he can only put it into an empty net. Very happy though, we will take it, that is for sure, and that should see us into the next round of the FA Cup because the whistle has been blown, and we are now through to the next round. 3-2 in the end. A massive performance against Liverpool. Wouldn't say it's the most glorified performance that we've ever played in a blue shirt, but that was definitely a good one, that has to be said. We came back when we needed to, 2 times in fact, and we still had the courage to beat them in extra time. Glad it didn't go to penalties because it's very much a 50-50, that has to be said. There's no sort of skill going into whatsoever, it's just pure luck in my opinion. But yeah, very happy, and hope to carry this momentum into this game against Everton then, away from home at Goodison Park, the second game of the episode that we're playing. Valitev in goal then as Ndika and Scher's partner, Alvarez on the right, Medina on the left, Jones and De Jong in the middle with Sudakov just in front of Alexis Vega on the left hand side, Nico Gonzalez on the right hand side, and Luka Jovic up top. Very strong side to be able to play against Everton that haven't really had the best of season so far, and hopefully we can make the most of that and get all 3 points away from home. Here we go, then into the game we go. First 20 minutes were very quiet, to be honest. As you can see, Everton have a throw-in deep in our half, so they look to try and see if they can play it long, and they just do really well to be able to get it into the box here. Decent chance here for Deer, but he just can't get the shot off. Medina with a lovely interception, and see you later, Savdira. What a lovely bit of play that was from Alexis Vega as he charges forward now. He uses his pace, he makes a 1-2 at Luka Jovic. Jovic finds him in a decent bit of space here as Sudakov runs into the gap then. Vega found Sudakov, and he finds the back of the net to make it 1-0 for his side inside 24 minutes. The first chance of the tie, and we have put it away nicely. What a lovely bit of play that was from Alexis Vega. Just a scoop past the attacker at the time and stem from a lovely bit of attacking play. Very, very happy with that, though, that has to be said. And Sudakov gets on the score sheet for another time this season as he pings it on his left, beating Robert Sanchez nice and comfortably. Then as we continue on in the first half, Everton get themselves kicked off then. Chavez on the ball as he finds Wiley, the number 13, then looking to try and see if he can create something, but Kevin Alvarez makes a lovely interception then. Nico Gonzalez charges forward then as he looks to try and see if he can create something as De Jong's on the ball now, looking for Jovic. Jovic is found. Jovic with the shot, but Robert Sanchez with the save. He can't get a hold of it, but he does put it out for a corner kick. Very good save by the Spaniard as it goes out for a corner kick. Gonzalez the man to whip it in. Decent delivery needed, and we got that. Sudakov with a lovely header, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to beat Sanchez at this time as he gets the save. Then as you can see, we still retain possession though. Curtis Jones in the middle of the park looking to try and see if he can create something as he finds Vega. Vega twists past the midfielder then as he finds De Jong, and De Jong finds a lovely ball to Alvarez on the right hand side. Alvarez for a decent delivery needed. Sudakov with another header, but unfortunately not enough guidance to be able to put it past the keeper, and it still stays 1-0. The chances coming thick and fast for us now, but Everton haven't really created for anything for themselves. Chavez looks to try and see if he can play it forward then, but unfortunately De Jong makes a lovely interception and the players moving really quickly. Too quick for Everton there. Nico Gonzalez onto Alexis Vega and take a bow. Alexis Vega, Paolo Di Canio like, and what a goal that is. 36 minutes into the time, we now find ourselves 2-0 up thanks to a lovely effort from Alexis Vega. Decent delivery in from Nico Gonzalez. He just picks him out peach perfect. There's no stopping that whatsoever. You are not getting anywhere near that as much as you can have a good game or not. Nico Gonzalez was such a precise ball. Vega doesn't even think to touch it at the time. He just absolutely pings it on his right and he just floats into the top right hand corner. Can't get any better than that. Simply sublime. And now we are 2-0 up. We are looking comfortable and we are definitely making some decent play for the viewers. That has to be said. And now we can still in the first half now. As you can see, Everton's still trying to create something, but Kevin Alvarez makes such a good interception. It could have gone really badly though, as you can see. Valisev wins the header, and that's a really weird thing to say at the same time, but unluckily it kind of stems from an attack. Vega on the left hand side, he finds Luka Jovic in a decent bit of space here as he looks to try and see if he can make life difficult for the Everton defenders. Now Vega's in here, but it's 2 into the near post then, but Robert Sanchez does fumble it at first, but he does collect it, and that will be that for the first half. So we now go into the second and trying to create something there straight away in the second half as Nico Gonzalez finds Jovic in a decent bit of space. Jovic holds up the play then, as you can see, as he looks to try and see if he can find a teammate. One of them is De Jong. De Jong now, and he gets his goal. It's now 3-0. The man that rarely scores has got on the score sheet here at Goodison Park to make it 3-0 for his side as he celebrates with his teammates. Really nice that we have taken goal straight away in the second half to be able to put this game to bed straight away, and looks to be able to, we can enjoy the second half a little bit more comfortably compared to the first. Luka Jovic does so well to be able to turn the defender then, and he does really, really well to open up the gap. De Jong was already there and he was onside. He just takes it really well and he just hits it on his right foot. Lovely, just jumps into it and he kind of goes on the outside of his foot. Lovely goal, lovely team play, and Sean Dyche will not be happy, as we can see. Still continue on in this second half, and what an effort that was there. As you can see, Sudakov has one off the post then. Really unlucky to be able to get anything from that as Tierney now plays it on the left hand side, looking to try and see if he can create something for the Everton defence there. As you can see, as Chavez makes it onto a teammate. Wiley on the ball now, number 13 for Everton, makes a blasting run then as he beats Alvarez for pace. Decent delivery needed, he got it, but Dia cannot convert, just hits it in that Valisev's near post, and it will be a corner kick then. Chavez the man to get the corner. Can they get a consolation and build this in this last half an hour though? Chavez with the decent delivery. Valisev with the save, he thumps it out to De Jong there as he wins the header. De Jong onto Curtis Jones then as we try and see if he can go on the counter attack. Jones onto Jovic, Jovic onto Sudakov now. Sudakov charging forward as he finds Nico Gonzalez then. Runs being made, as you can see, pink shirts flying forward now. Jovic on the ball, looking to try and see if he can create something, and what an attack it would be as Kevin Alvarez picks it up on the right hand side, looking for a delivery then. He holds it up onto the right hand side as he plays in Nico Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to get into the box then, but as you can see, he's just shut down immediately, trying to see if he can get an inroad as he finds Sudakov. Sudakov to Alvarez, back onto Sudakov. It goes with the shots, but it's nothing to be able to beat the keeper, and it still stays 3-0. Lopez comes onto the pitch for Luka Jovic, who's had a brilliant game so far. Louis Barry comes on for the pitch for Nico Gonzalez, and a fifth on for Sudakov, who's had had an awesome game so far. 15 minutes left into the ties. We get a corner kick there, as you can see, but nothing was really made of it. Tierney's on the ball, looking to try and see if he can get the ball outwards there. As you can see, it's Chavez on the ball now as he finds Wiley, number 13 for Everton, gets stopped. Advantage being played initially then. Chavez on the left-hand side, pass it back to Tierney then, and looking really negative in Everton. Every time they get a chance to go forward, they just play it back, and as you can see, it balls back to the keeper as Robert Sanchez finds himself in a dangerous situation. He clears his lines, but only as far as a pink shirt then, as Medina wins the ball, and we find ourselves in an ample chance to be able to get a fourth here. A creamer fifth with the shot, but Robert Sanchez with another save. He might have conceded 3 so far in this tie, but he's definitely had a few good saves, that has to be said. But that will be pretty much that, as we were literally just waiting for the time to be winded down. Dobbin on the last attack, it will literally be a consolation, if anything, but he can't make anything of it as Alvarez makes a lovely tackle. It goes out for a throw-in, but the referee has seen enough, and a full-time whistle has been blown here at Goodison Park as we walk away with all 3 points. Very, very happy with that performance. Such a team performance, to be honest. From the minute 1 to the minute 90, we outclassed them from the top to bottom. Really, really happy with that, though, as I say, and we get another 3 points in the Premier League. Sudakov, a big talking point in that game, was used very, very good for himself, to be honest. A lot of chances, but he did get a goal in the end. Very happy with his performance. Luka Jovic having another good game. Alexis Vega, a 5th. I mean, the list goes on, to be honest. Absolute stellar performances all round. We have another simulation game, and this is against Luton Town then here at Kenilworth Road. We get a 2-0 win in the end. As you can see, Luton didn't seem to be able to poise much threat, and we do make advantage of that, and we do claim all 3 points. Last game of the episode then comes at home at the JD Cook Arena against a big opposition of Chelsea, and this is the lineup then. Valizev in goals and Dika and Scher's partner. Alvarez on the right, Medina on the left, Jones and De Jong in the middle with Sudakov just in front with Alexis Vega on the left hand side, Nico Gonzalez on the right hand side, and Luka Jovic up top. You're probably seeing very much of a current theme going on with this side, and we're not making too many changes either. I feel like the changes really hamper our performances, and that's why we've been so inconsistent at times, and that's why we've been picking up a lot of draws. Ever since we've been able to change the team, we've been able to pick up points left, right and centre, and long may it continue. But in the 10th minute then, as you can see, Chelsea look to try and see if they can create something for themselves. As DeLuca's on the ball, he gets stopped in his tracks there as Scherz makes a lovely interception as he finds Ndika, and Ndika charges forward into the middle of the park as he finds Alexis Vega, who plays in Luka Jovic. Jovic in a chance here as he looks to try and see if he can get the shot off, and he does exactly that, and it is goal after goal after goal for that man that is Luka Jovic, and a sensational performance. Finds himself in front of goal once again, and he is made pay to it as he's got a goal, and it is now 1-0 then. Brilliant stuff, to be honest. Luka Jovic really done well to be able to be getting it in from that angle. Got dragged wide initially, but he was not stopping him on his left foot as he just puts it into the bottom corner. Lovely stuff from the Serbian international as he gets us in front for the first time in this fixture as we look to build on this lead. 23 minutes into the game, Moreira looks to try and see if he can create something as he finds Balde on the left hand side. He knows he's got pace there, as you can see, but he plays in his teammate DeLuca then. Runs being made as Nkuku is found on the left hand side. Nkuku in the box now as he's got a chance here. Christopher Nkuku, but he whips it in. Now Kubo on the ball now, and it really should take a shot, but DeLuca does in the end. But Valizev does save comfortably then, but very, very happy with that one as we looked very dangerous on the attack there, Chelsea. But another chance here as we see in the 30th minute, looking for a chance to get the shot off, and we don't really take it there, as you can see, as Nkuku picks it up. He finds his teammate Moreira Jr. Moreira trying to see if he can charge forward and use his pace there, as you can see, but it's really, really hard to stop him at the same time. And Nkuku onto DeLuca there as he charges into the gap. DeLuca! But Valizev makes an ample save then to stop the side in their tracks and keep a clean sheet so far. He does really, really well to get off his line so quickly, and he makes his body nice and big, and he makes the save. Near to the end of the first half though, we're looking to try and see if we can get a second here. Vega plays a really, really kind of poor ball to the box, to be honest. Nothing we want to see again, that's for sure, as it pulls back out to the middle. We win the possession once again though. Curtis Jones onto Sudakov linking up nicely here as Alexis Vega picks it up then. Lovely bit of turning here as Vega finds Jovic. Jovic onto the ball now. Really, really hard to push him off now, and he still has the ball. Twisting, turning, Sudakov on the ball. Now De Jong! And it's 2-2 for that man, Frankie De Jong. The Dutch international celebrates in front of the home support as we now create a 2-goal advantage for ourselves, and that was a brilliant, lovely bit of play then. You cannot knock that whatsoever. That team play was absolutely phenomenal, that has to be said. The way they was twisting and turning in front of the defenders then, and just proving it really hard to be able to win the ball off. Eventually a run was created then, as you can see, Sudakov just played De Jong in really, really nicely. Keeper having no chance with that one whatsoever, and we find ourselves 2-0 up before we go into the half time though, and that is definitely a really, really good 45, but hopefully we can bring it on to the second, as Chelsea are going to want revenge. And Nkuku's on the ball in the middle of the park as we reach the half an hour mark. Vans Moreira on the left hand side, he makes a blast for it then, as you can see, as he beats Alvarez for pace, and Dika trying to cover the space, but he doesn't want to open up a gap too much there, as you can see, but Moreira Jr. has been fouled, and it will be a penalty kick, and Dika the man to be able to give penalty after penalty away, unfortunately, as he shoves into Moreira, and that is definitely a penalty. There's no denying that whatsoever. There's no getting wind into the ball, and he just literally just shoves into him, and he will take the penalty. That is for Chelsea. Could get back into this. DeLuca, the number 11 for Chelsea, gets it in. The keeper goes the right way, but unfortunately it's not enough to be able to stop DeLuca in his tracks, and he is converted from the penalty kick. Nevertheless, though, that is well taken, and now they're going to be gaining some sort of advantages. They've got the momentum. Obviously, they've still got one goal to grab, don't get me wrong, but they'll definitely carry on this advantage. That has to be said as we continue on in this second half. Mauricio Pochettino looking very happy with his effort from the penalty spot, and Chelsea continue. Then Malang Sarr on the left-hand side, as he finds Balde on the left-hand side also. Balde onto his teammate Prixau as he looks to try and see if he can create something. Then the minutes are ticking for Chelsea. They've got to make something do now, because it will run out of time otherwise, as you can see. And they're looking to try and see if they can get a dangerous ball in. They're looking really hard to get the ball off them, and they're really proving difficult. As you can see, DeLuca, the goal scorer, on the pitch, and now Enzo, but a very, very good save from Valizev as he puts it out for a corner kick. Corner in this last 10 or so as they play it short. Then, as you can see, as Alcaraz plays it onto his teammate really well, looking for a decent delivery as he twists and turns out in front of midfield. Then De Jong is left for dead, and it's really, really hard to get the ball off, and they're passing it so quick. Lovely block made, but as you can see, it falls back out to a Chelsea man, and that is such a good save from Valizev, off on his toes straight away, and Pershers finally gets the ball out, but as you can see, Medina can't. Medina loses the ball in such a good position. Enzo now, but he makes another save. Valizev save after save as he celebrates him with his teammates, but it's definitely not the end so far, and we've still got a few minutes left, so we need to keep those celebrations until the 90. But looking at the save though, straight in front of him, Enzo had the perfect chance to be able to convert and make the equaliser, but unfortunately couldn't, and Valizev makes a very big save as it will go out for a corner kick. Then big chance for Chelsea to make pay to this and get an equaliser. If they look to try and play it short, they do exactly that. Alcaraz on the ball as he whips it in. Kalou there, but he just can't get onto the connection. It falls back out to Nico Gonzalez, but he just can't get onto the feet there. And Stephen Bececic's on the ball now, and he's looking really dangerous. He plays it on the right hand side. Decent opportunity here for number 22 as he looks to try and see if he can find a teammate there. Medina can't get the ball off him. Really, really hard to do so, and it falls into the back of the net, and it is 2-2 then. Not what we want whatsoever after slipping from a 2-goal advantage, and it slips into the empty net. Then, as you can see, the first effort was blocked, and it just fell back out to the left hand side. Valizev already dived for it. And yeah, that's very, very unlucky, to be honest, and it's a hard one to take after such a good first half performance, but we haven't followed it up in the second. No real chances fallen to us also, and it's just been all Chelsea in all fairness, but it's one of them. At least we're not going to lose the game in the end, because that pretty much should be the last kick of the game. Good in that angle though, and good in the moment to be able to get the ball into the net. We have to give credit to Chelsea where it's due, and a full-time whistle has been blown. Very much the game of two halves. We really played well in the first half but not the second, and they didn't play well in the first half but they played well in the second. So yeah, one of those, not exactly the most ideal situation to be in, but we have to swallow that one, and we just need to take it and move on, hoping that Manchester City haven't gained 3 points on us, and hoping that they might have just kind of we need to stick with them, so maybe they might have got a draw as we await the Premier League table then, and this is what it looks like, and we are only 1 point shy. Man City actually drew their previous games, so if we were to have beaten Chelsea, we've actually had a 2-point advantage, but yeah, one of those. We're still yet to play Manchester City yet, so might just boil down to that last fixture. I'm not too sure, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. That is for sure. Still a successful episode. We got through to the next round of the FA Cup, so that sees us in the semi-finals, and we've still gained some points. We haven't lost. Hopefully, we can bring that momentum on into the next episode. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.